Hello, welcome. My name is Hassan Lakis. This tutorial is on looking at the discriminant in terms of the nature of the roots of a quadratic equation. The first thing I'm going to point out is I'm in advanced mode. I've chosen degree and equal aspect is selected. If I go to view, I can bring up my keyboard, which I'll need. It's down here. I'll go to view again, preferences, and I've decided to make them all thick lines, and that's what I've chosen. Click OK. If you go to equation, well, this one also, that's to enter shape, enter vector equation of a straight line. That will equally do in terms of entering an equation, or just simply press the enter key on the keyboard, on your keyboard. That comes up, and you can use the text. If you click text here, you can use this keyboard here, or simply type on your keyboard y equals to a, x twice gives you the x squared, plus bx plus c, and by default a is 1, b is 1, and c is 1. So what's b squared minus 4ac? You can ask that question. It's negative. And click OK. If I just go back a second there, if I click that, and if you do that in advance, the slow plot, it slows it down and you can pause and ask what the graph would look like. That's quite useful in terms of teaching. And you can choose the whiteboard mode and get them to come and plot some points to tell you where it is. If they've done completing the square, you can ask them to complete the square in x squared plus x plus 1, and that would clearly show the transformation of y equals to x squared. If I just click that again, there it is. Now, the constant control is on. I will select it. A is 1, B is 1, and C is 1. Let's go back to A, and if you want to increase these steps here, you can do so by using that, or decrease to there. Now, if you increase A, observe what happens. Decrease A. Okay. What I'd like to do is take it back to the default, change that to 1, press enter, and there we are. It would be nice to monitor a point that we're going to call b squared minus 4ac, and the y value will stay. We will not change that, or change the y value to b squared minus 4ac. I'm just clicking anywhere outside. I'm going to the point mode, and I'm going to place a point about here. I'll right mouse click and edit draw options, and I'm going to go for a blue. Also, if it's selected already, if it's not selected, right mouse click. You can draw a circle of, say, radius 0.1, 0.2 rather. Okay, and you have a circle to chase it round. Now, if we double click, I've clicked anywhere outside, if we double click the point, we have an option of changing that to b squared minus 4ac. So as we change these constants a, b, and c, this point is going to move across. So what you need to do then, if you're going to do that, is draw a vertical line at this point here, so you can see the line moving. If you decide to change the y to b squared minus 4ac, the point is going to move up or down, and so you would draw a horizontal line at this point. I'll just cancel that for a second, and it's highlighted already. Right mouse click, and I'm going to draw a vertical line. If I draw a vertical line, then I want the x value to change. Okay, so you want the point to move across. So double click on the point, and in here it's time to click text. Type in, it's already highlighted, type in b squared minus 4ac. Click enter on this keyboard, or click OK here, or the enter key on your keyboard on your desktop. OK. I'll just close that. In fact, I probably won't need it anymore, so I'll get rid of it. Now, increase A, and the point moves. And it's quite nice, you can see it, that b squared minus 4ac, which is the x value, is still negative. Okay. Take it back to default 1. Let's change b and observe what happens. If you can't get the exact b squared minus 4ac equals to 0, you may have to change that. But what would be a nice idea would be to have a text box that is dynamic and can tell us immediately what A, B and C are, so we can work it out. So I just move that down a little bit. If I clicked anywhere else, so if I select the point, I can go to text box, and you don't want to anchor it to the point, so click that, uncheck that, click OK, and move that over here. So now you can see A, B and C as we move along. Now at this point, is b squared minus 4ac 0? Well, b squared is 4. 4 times 1 times 1 is 4, and the answer is yes. So the x value at this point is 0, and it's obvious because it's on the y-axis. Okay. Now what happens? B squared minus 4ac is positive, and you get two real distinct roots. When it's 0 again, what are we getting? B squared minus 4ac is 0, so they're equal roots, and the x-axis is tangent to the curve. Okay, if we change that back to 1, to the default, press enter. Let's go and change c and increase c. As you increase c, nothing happens, it's still no real roots. B squared minus 4ac is less than 0, it's negative, and then it won't come down to where it's tangent, so decrease that and increase, and it will happen. Okay, that's the point where it actually happens, because 4 times that is 1, and that is 4, so it will work. Sorry, that's b squared. B squared is 1, and 4 times 1 times a quarter is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. And of course, you can go to options, select animation, slow that down. I would go from -4. It's just a question of trying, really, and to 4. So what are you changing here? You're changing the values of C. You can see only C is changing. It's super fast. Let's go back to here and change that. It's the steps of 0.1. I did not change that, sorry, should have done. And if you play now, it's much slower, and you can see C is changing, and that's quite nice. The line will soon appear. There it is. It's coming round. Okay, if you want to make it even slower, you can make it 0.001. Well, I hope you found that useful.